Hello! It's been a long time since I've been in front of a camera for a vlog-like video. And for good reason, I've been pretty busy with a lot of other kinds of videos and movies and stuff like that as of late. For those who don't know me, my name is Farley. I am a filmmaker, director, and video production assistant. I like to create videos and content for people all around. And I do some martial arts on the side just because it's a fun hobby for me. And the reason why I made a lot of videos, especially vlogs, between November and this upcoming November here pretty quick is because I've just been super busy. In my personal life, I ended up moving from one house into another. I rent out a portion of the property, and now I finally have like my own little apartment area. But it's been taking me almost all year to get this place set up to where I'm happy to show you guys what it looks like. I'm still missing some pieces of furniture, so it's not completely done yet. It's a little bit messy, so I'm gonna apologize in advance for that. But I'm gonna show you around my living quarters and what I have to work with and what I get to enjoy in my free time and things like that. I am working on a new day in the life video as well, but it's taken me a bit of time to gather all the footage I need for it without showing too much or showing too little. And to kind of really give it a revamped and nice quality update from my last one I made about a little over a year ago. Anyways, I could use some more caffeine, so if you want to follow me to the fridge, let's go. Nothing beats some cold caffeine to get your day going. Now I know I drink too much caffeine, but to be honest, it's what keeps me wired and my focus to what I need to get done throughout the day. Basically done. Now I'm also going to be working on making my movie logo into more of a 3D type of asset, so I can use it for the film that we have coming up. And I'll let you guys kind of give you an insight of kind of how I'm working on that at this time too. But I think I should eat lunch first, so I'm not just on caffeine only, because the bagel I had this morning definitely is not gonna, it doesn't fill me up enough. I just digest it way too fast. But of course, let me give you the tour of my place first. Okay, so you guys are pretty familiar with my front door. That's the door I came in through, the tripod I'm using. And this little corner is like my fridge and my microwave. And this microwave actually is a very nice microwave as well. Could use a little cleaning, but you know, don't mind the mess, like I said earlier. And this is my fridge. I got a lot of goodies inside my fridge, if you care to really see them. Lunch meats, energy drinks, coffee, so you know, I gotta have that cream cheese for that bagel. And usually just like ham and turkey and some yogurts, and I do like pepperoncinis for my sandwich. Let's not let all the cold air out. Freezer, nothing too fancy. I just bought some ice cream and a little frozen pizza that I'm gonna be having later. Yum. And burritos that I'll also be having later, but I was thinking maybe a grilled cheese sandwich today. And of course, my buddy Mick and I have been working on this Red Hood fan film, so we're playing Batman and Red Hood himself, and don't worry, I'll keep you guys up to date on how that stuff is coming along. Just haven't had time to do a vlog for that kind of stuff. And then of course, the Batman costumes and whatnot. We just keep it here because we're using this as a main filming hub right now. Amazon. In this box is a chemistry set for something I'm working on, but I'll show you guys much later. And then that's just a seat cover. Don't mind that for a friend of mine. Anyways, when you enter the living room through the main door, this is more or less kind of what you see. I have two couches, and this is a couch I basically took from my parents, and that one is like a sleeper couch. So you can make that into it's like a futon, but just a little more comfortable in my opinion. A little more expensive too, but definitely worth it. And I also took this little piece off my parents as well. Inside my drawer, I just kind of leave it for makeup. Those syringes I use for my film, you'll see those come into play later. And yeah, those lights are my buddy Mick's, because mine are the ones I left on the stands, because let's be honest, I get a little lazy sometimes. I don't want to pack it up all the time if I need to make a video or do something as well. And I put my friend's business cards there, charge some batteries. My parents did buy me this really, really nice bookcase, and the wood for this thing is just phenomenal. The aesthetic is nice. It matches the room very well. I have all my fictional books on the top, and then going down I have those strategy guides that no one reads anymore. I still love them. I totally pop them and just look at the artwork, or if I need a map for an old game I'm playing. Below is business and miscellaneous, like art books, business related, martial arts, etc. And on the bottom is a blanket that you can't see until I adjust the brightness here. These are just, I had people ask me like what was in the background of one of my update videos. That's just the blinds. It makes for a really nice backdrop though. It does cover the lighting really well. And of course I got my good old ring light in the corner. I love my figurines, as anyone who really knows me. Harry versus Voldemort. And of course I love Toy Story. It's a film series I've always really enjoyed, you know. Oh, I got my Woody, Buzz, and RC. And I got these cubicles too, right? And basically I got video games stacked on here for now. And this is like storage areas. I'll show you a couple. Yeah, so in this one is basically just my like hard drives and business cards and things like that. And over here is like, wow, you really can't see it, can you? Martial arts, belts, katas, nunchucks, paperweights, etc. So essentially that cubicle is just full of extra stuff I store. I do have a really nice chessboard. I stepped on an accident and heard like a crack right here when I stepped on it one time. I hope that doesn't affect the use of the board. I haven't played it since then. That would be really sad if it did. And this is like my video game area. So if I took a seat here, I got all my game consoles on those two bottom shelves there. And I have controllers and some games and movies and stuff I'm watching or playing, or that's just kind of on my to-do list. And of course my really 65-inch new Samsung TV, which I love these things. Even my work uses those for color grading and things like that when I work on footage. And I just took my two favorite trophies out. These are always hollow, you know. They're not going to give you solid trophies. They're too heavy anyways. And what tournament was this from? I think it was Avatar. The Newborn Kings tournament. First place, 2012. It doesn't really say, but I haven't really competed in tournaments in a long time. So I just took two of my favorite ones and put them out. I have so many karate trophies. Like, I could stack this whole area full of trophies, and let's just be honest, it's who wants to stare at all my old trophies? Down here is a bunch of extra computer parts and cords and things like that. Screws I just need to kind of put in a box and put away in case I need something. And of course I still have boxes lying around where I store my drinks. So I'm not proud of these boxes inside the living room, but I want to put a shelf kind of where this tripod is at, but against the wall, and then have like some TV trays beside that, and then put all my little figurines on that shelf. Then I have my little, like a shoe stand, TV trays. If they all fit there perfectly, that'd be really nice. And over here, between the microwave and the TV stand, and between the TV stand and the storage cubicle thing, right, whatever it's called, a cubby, something like that, I want to put like DVD and Blu-ray shelves to put all my movies and games and stuff like that on. But again, this is my living room. It's kind of where my friends and I come to hang out, so we're sit around and collaborate on film ideas, or if we just want to play a game and watch a movie, or if I just want to read a book or something. Anyways, moving on into my kitchen area. This is my little bar top. Has my beautiful Keurig. The Keurig is a dream. And yeah, I do gotta do some dishes. Little area to dry off stuff. And I do have another fridge. So if you thought all I drink was energy drinks, you're wrong. And coffee. I do drink water up there. Coke. I like my beers. I'll have that later. Sodas and more beer. But yeah, that's basically what I drink. In case you are ever so curious. These shelves a little messy, you know, garbage under the sink, all that kind of stuff. I will show you one of them. My miscellaneous shelf. For the one day Taco Bell doesn't give me enough sauce packets, I am prepared. Or like if I want like a cookie or something. And of course above I keep things like paper plates and coffee mugs, food, chips. Sometimes I gotta grab a step stool to get to that top shelf or get on my tippy toes. Protein bars, mayo, hot sauce, peanut butter jelly, more coffee stuff, and like little snacks, you know. Oh, and definitely gummies. Those trolley gummy worms. Oh, man. I'm gonna get a cavity, another cavity one of these days from eating those things. But yeah, this is more or less kind of like my area. So this is where I live at now. It's super nice. And the bathroom is also super nice. Yeah, I do gotta clean my mirror, but you know, who doesn't have a dirty mirror in their bathroom? So I do like my little bathroom area. This is the sink, bathroom stuff, nothing super fancy, but what is fancy is that the countertop here is the same as the countertop over there, and some of the best countertops in this entire, this house that I rent a part of out. And these are, they're called like the leather, something leather. It has like a fancier name, but hey, I like it a lot. It's nice. Now, usually I'm not too crazy about bathrooms, but I am in love with my bathroom. Something about glass doors and having like the tile and then the rocks on the bottom of the bathroom is just, yeah, it is not good for like calluses on your feet at first, because mine didn't like it. But once you kind of walk, like lean back and forth, adjust your weight, it's actually not so bad. You got your standard toilet. But what I like about this one is that, say I want to just let it go, and it's not going to slam down. The seat does that too. Thankfully I cleaned that recently. And, you know, towel rack. I like the red. For those who don't know, red is my favorite color. I had to make sure I had like a towel to step on when you come out, and then nice little mat down here. And so yeah, this is the bathroom. Every light in here does have, you can adjust the light as well, which is super cool. All right, now my bedroom is also still a little messy. You have been warned. Let's get some light on in this place. And yes, I do need to make my bed. Thank you for anyone who's going to tell me that. This is my computer area. I am super, super happy about it. And I did just get a new computer. Has like a NVIDIA graphics card, the GTX 3060 Ti, and those nice RGB lights. I kept the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, and then of course my little podcasting microphone I use for when I have Zoom calls and things like that. But above my desk is all three of my movie posters. From the first Fatal Encounter I worked on a long time ago, to my second, and then finally the one I'm currently working on now. And I will have a shop up at some point, still a work in progress, for you guys to be able to acquire any of these posters for your own home. 24 by 36 inches, because that's the standard movie poster size. Haven't done anything with this wall yet, but I do love the little windows above my bed. Is this light as high as it can go? I don't know. Yep, I can make this light go way higher. Very nice. And yep, messy bed. It's a mess. I'm still working on this whole area. I want to get a cubicle to put all the filming stuff in and whatnot. One of those storage things. And those I'll rearrange later. This is more like my figurine shelf. I like collecting figurines. I love the art. I love the characters. I love the detail. And these kinds of things really remind me of, well, I guess I just like my anime and my video games and, you know, art. It's stuff I enjoy. Content I love consuming. Characters I love seeing, essentially. And of course I put my favorites up towards the top. And as you work your way down, right? And of course the ladies have to have their own shelf. And then kind of like everyone else towards the bottom. It's a work in progress. This whole room, this whole place I live in is a work in progress. These are my closets. And that's also a mess. My buddy's film, if you haven't seen it already, shout out to Scotty Dunn and Gina for Mandeo Returns. It's my favorite movie of the Mandeo series. Highly recommend. I am currently working on a movie review for it, actually. I'm debating if I'm writing a script, so right now I'm just taking notes and rewatching. But anyways, this is my clutter, my mess. It's my mess. It needs a lot of work. I want to get like a separate area for medicinal stuff and coins and yeah, that's enough of that. My mess is my mess and I'm not proud of it, but this whole place is essentially just a big old work in progress. Yep, so this is where I live. But you know, when I do decide to get out of bed, right, and I'm leaving, let's just hit some lights on the way out. I gotta come out to enjoy a nice, beautiful courtyard. So, when I come out of my door in the morning and I go to my garage over there, I gotta come out to the courtyard. And the courtyard is one of the most beautiful things that I've ever, well, that I get to really enjoy. And I'm very fortunate that I have this to enjoy. No, we don't have a dog. We're house sitting one. me making a grilled cheese sandwich. I can't believe I made a video of me doing that. I cut the audio in there just because my sister had like her game audio in the background and things like that. So it's just easier for me to do like a little bit of a kind of a cooking montage. This is not a cooking channel by any means, but I like a basic grilled cheese sandwich once in a while. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it turned out pretty good. I did switch out the smokehouse cheddar with regular cheddar I found in the fridge after I was recording. And now to say, it's even, I like it just as much. Now, generally when I do eat at my computer desk, I keep like some napkins so the grease of the food you're eating doesn't get so much on your clothes or onto your computer system and things like that, your mouse, keyboard. You want to generally keep that pretty clean. Now mine's a bit on the dusty side. I do gotta do a little bit of spring cleaning myself. But the fact of the matter is I'm just gonna sit down, I'm gonna eat my lunch, and I'm going to download and install Photoshop. And then we're gonna go from there a little bit as I work on the movie logo. Anyways, I'm gonna get to that real fast because I'm starving. Alright, so I'm finally all done eating. Took a little bit of a break, and while I was doing that, I also installed Photoshop. Now, with how Photoshop and all the Adobe programs work these days, is you basically pay a monthly subscription in order to have access to the software. Whereas back when I was in college, learning all this kind of stuff, you basically would pay for the suite, Creative Suite 6 is what was the last one they had, before it became Creative Cloud, which would then get you all your updates constantly through that monthly subscription as they kept updating and upgrading the software. It doesn't work like that anymore, so my old computer had the CS6 that I bought when I was back in college from 7 years ago. With this new computer behind me, it's time I had to start upgrading all of my software. And when it comes to video production, you come to find out, as well as photography, graphics, illustration, animation, whatever you do in the graphic communication world, right? Graphic design. Some stuff you'll find that you can pay a one-time fee for and own the software until you need to buy the next version of it. And other times you will be paying a monthly subscription fee to have whatever software you need. But again, these are all just tools at the end of the day to get the same job done. Not one tool is going to be better than the other tool. It's going to be more or less how you use that tool to create whatever visionary art piece that you want to create, essentially. I like to make movies, and so for me, filmmaking involves a lot of video work, photography, and Photoshop, or well, just photo editing type of work in general. And I don't really do a whole lot of drawing. I had someone create this text logo for me. This was not made by me at all. And he did a phenomenal job on it. The only thing I feel like this needs a little bit more of is like an outer glow, an outline. That way it will really pop in the 3D animation version that I want to create for my movie. And yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going to be working on here for a little bit. But just whatever you need to get the job done. To me, it's like driving a car. If you know how to drive a car, you can drive almost any car. The only difference is when you go between really specific types of cars, like a stick shift compared to an automatic, right? Other than that, yeah, so let's get to work. Okay, so finally, that is taken care of. Took me a while to figure out how to do an outer glow on a text file that's a PNG. Why? Because they moved the layout over in Photoshop just a little bit to make it a little harder for me to figure stuff out. And to be fair, I'm a little rusty at it. I haven't done this type of photo editing in a little while, because to be frank, when I was in between computers, I was basically out of using my computer for a few days, and then before that was weeks with my new job. Did I tell you guys I had a new job? I don't think I did. I am a video production assistant at a casino, in which I shall not name for reasons at this time. And so this casino provides a lot of video content of the world, food, and just business-like people, and they do a lot of creative work. And so they hired me to help out with the video production side of things, producing, creating, editing, publishing, and making creative decisions on what types of these videos, like say a shot of a drone flying over a valley or an ocean or whatever you're looking at, or whatever they just need me to edit or help produce in general. Anyways, this is something more for me, for myself, my crew, and just for our movie. And it looks really, really good. And I'm excited to try to take this into more of a 3D type of thing. So I found this website, but I'm not 100% sure how good this is. And I was trying to take what I had and put it on this pre-rendered file. And let me show you why it wasn't working. So we'll play it from the beginning, and this site gives you 3D titles and effects, and you can edit it on the site and then download it from there. This is my first time using it, and I'm hoping that it goes pretty well. So this is a low rendered version, which isn't so bad. Let me mute the audio just for reasons right now. Usually the spacebar works, fine, we'll click it. So you have a picture of like the world, the sun's kind of passing by a little bit. And you get like this glow effect, and then you'll see why the text gets lost, right? So the black on black doesn't work, there's no pop there. And you can't just do a super small glow. Unlike my movie poster where it was like black on an orange background, the black popped and you can read it just fine. Here it just gets lost. And that's not something you want to happen per se. So my goal was to get rid of that lostness, and that's why I wanted to basically replace the image. Let's play that again. And yeah, all the noise will be gone too, of course. This is just like a quick preview. You got the video effect going there. I like that. So now the white in here doesn't get lost. And that's actually exactly what I was looking for. And this actually looks pretty good. Hopefully pricing and copyright and things like that is not so bad. Like if you're able to have the rights to this animation that you made through their site for commercial use, solid. But that's something I'll have to look into a little bit later, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, actually, I think this will work out just fine. And that is how, if you're not as experienced in After Effects like I am, get a logo animation made for your film that you're been looking for so hard. I know there's those logo animator companies that basically say, hey, pay us $25, we'll slap in this for you. And it's everyone and their mother can have it. This is kind of similar to that, but just a little bit different. What I like about this one is that you could change the, let's go back a little bit. You can change, let's see, not the background music. Where is it? There was a way to change the coloring on it. Oh yeah, themes, here we go. So like you can actually, there's the original, you can make it more orange. How do I apply it? Yep, so I can make it orange, I can make it red. And what else can I customize on it? You can customize the fonts if you need to actually use the text. I'm using a logo, the sun flare colorizer. So if I really wanted that red, that could work out well. But I'm thinking in terms of my movie poster that it already has red in it. I might not want the red. And logos, I wonder if there's a way to adjust the timing though. 13 seconds is a little on the short side, but I can also just kind of slow that down a little bit. Where are my preferences? Oh look, here's some video settings. So hey, there you go. I'm gonna do more of this on my free time here, but yeah, brain farts, it happens. Nothing beats having a cold beer on a nice chilly October day. So I think I'm going to sit out here for a little bit, enjoy the cold, enjoy my beer, and just kind of relax, clear my mind, and hopefully all those motorcycle noises just kind of go away after a while. So I think this is a good spot to stop at in terms of this vlog I've been working on for, well, myself and you guys to enjoy and watch. So I think after relaxing out here, I'm just going to go straight to editing and work on editing this particular video for you guys and get it up on the channel and social media and all that kinds of stuff. And also just kind of relax for the rest of the night. Normally I typically work on Sundays, the day I'm usually filming, and you know, when I'm filming and recording today, I'm usually doing something for another company or a friend or a client or whatever. It's usually not kind of my me day. I usually have to dedicate about 8 to 14 hours of it, depending on the day, to other projects and stuff I'm working on, other companies, etc. And so for me to actually have the entire day off was rare. So I took the time and decided to make this video, relax, enjoy my day a little more, get some work done for myself for a change. And I woke up, I felt good. And because I felt good and I wanted to share how good I felt with you guys and to just enjoy the day, it's pretty important for me because normally I'm running 100 miles a minute. I don't stop. I don't relax ever. I don't really take vacations either. And so for me to actually do something like this for a change is actually a nice change of pace that I'm really enjoying for once. And I think I just need to do this kind of stuff a little more often. Well, with that being said, I haven't really done an outro in a really long time, but thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give me a big thumbs up, and stay tuned by ringing that notification bell to see any more videos that I'm going to be creating within the near and far future. I am Patrick Farley, and it was nice having you guys around. I'll see you next time. Take care. And no, I'm not sponsored by Rain or Blue Moon. They're just favorite drinks of mine.